Hello, everyone. This is another edition of Hong Kong House of Cards, where tonight we're going back into Deepwater. Why?
Nope.
Because apparently things are happening.
Nope.
There's always things happening.
Get me out of here.
Seriously, the Deepwater crew is prepping to get going eventually.
Get to the Chopper Eye!
That
That's a thing.
probably sounded a lot better in your head, didn't it?
Nope, I've been saying it for years.
For those of you at home, this is probably going to be a common sound as I just sigh and wonder what the hell have I gotten myself into today. If I had a button, I would seriously press it so that I could just turn the camera and tell everyone at home exactly how things are progressing. It was at this point that I realized how deep a shit I'd gotten myself into, and that I was probably going to have to murder someone. Or just off myself, whichever one was less painful.
It was at this moment that Sarah became a hollow one. In soul, if not actually in deed.
I will fucking eat your souls. Get back in character.
Meh. Fine, in character we go.
Yeah, what the hell's Oscar doing anyways?
You'll find out. What are you guys doing?
I...
Totally not doing the J project.
What?
Well, then get to fucking work on it.
That's probably what he's doing at this exact moment, actually. That, or
Okay.
you guys would have been working on it, as in you and Castle.
All right, Asuka, well, Jennifer now, is actually in one of the larger labs working on a holographic model to design the new anti-Myrmidon mech.
Cool.
Are we sharing a lab still?
I think there's several labs that we share.
Sure. Okay. Dimitri's probably hip deep in what looks like another man-sized replicant. It's nowhere near done. He's got kind of a more lithe build.
Surprisingly, his pants are on this time.
Also doesn't even have skin or organs yet.
I have a quick question regarding the replicant.
Mm-hmm.
How realistic is it? Like,
Right.
I can answer that since I kind of led that project. Right now, it's more like the inner systems of a Terminator. It doesn't even look remotely human. There's virtually no organic parts in it yet. All that's been done at this stage of the build is probably the skeleton. There might be an organic nervous system and some musculature being installed, which is probably
the nervous system is not organic.
Actually, it's redundant. There is
Yeah,
a nervous and a mechanical system.
I
Literally, it's redundant, organic and mechanical. But yeah, there might be some organic muscle at the moment, but it is pretty obviously not a person at this stage. It could become one though.
just to... Well, screw it. Fine. I'm poking my head around the labs when I put my head in and see that a crazed German is working on a Terminator.
And it's actually his third.
Hey, so I'm looking at this thing and what the hell is that?
Oh, this? And I'm not doing the accent right now because he's not attempting to fake it. He just kind of looks up. Like he's not sure if you're talking to him or talking to Asuka with her giant mech design.
Oh no, the mech I can get my head around. You working on Terminator, I cannot.
Oh, you've seen that movie now.
It came out in 83.
Oh.
You should see the sequel. It's better.
I just wonder what the fuck he's working on Terminator for.
It's actually not a Terminator. A Terminator would be much more deadly. It would have more mass.
That's more of a humanoid replicant than a Terminator. And we've already built 2 of them.
Why are you building people?
To house AIs.
How do you think Gladys got that fine body she walks around in?
We built that.
We built it.
That,
I
in
built
fact,
the
was the
outer casing.
prototype.
Mm-hmm. Cabal's is actually being built. Or actually, no, it's completed at this stage. We finished it last Saturday.
I'm just going to be staring between the two of you. It's like, how can you be so nonchalant about giving AIs that might not even be our friends, for all we know? In fact, one of them might be threatened to gas us the first time I woke up. You're giving them bodies to walk around and experience humanity so they can learn how to kill us all!
Oh, they're not learning how to kill us all. They already know how to do that. What they're doing is experiencing something completely new. Physical existence.
It gives them a better state of mind to deal with us. Gladys actually is quite more personable when she's up topside socializing with people. By the time we actually took her down here, she was quite able to hold normal conversations with people without threatening to gas them or them even realizing she was anything other than a normal, if somewhat eccentric, human. Cabal's already at that point, but he was designed for subterfuge.
Hold on. Near the door, I'm going to say that there's a desk or something. I'm just going to reach behind that where I've stashed the emergency whiskey. I'm used to it by now as I pop the cork or whatever the hell.
Wait. Do you look at the bottle before you drink it? To make
Hell
sure it's
no.
yours?
Nope.
You're not even okay. I request fate dice to see if that's the last of my green shit.
Fate dice coming up.
If it's negative, it's the green shit. If it's positive, it's her whiskey. If it's negative, she grabbed mine by mistake.
Oh, great. It's poisoned.
No, it's not poisoned. Well, it depends on your definition.
Okay, as soon as it comes up for me. Hold on. 2, 3.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Just a single fate die. Is it showing up? Oh, no, it's her whiskey. She's fine.
Wow! It is totally your whiskey. It's the best whiskey ever.
You're safe.
Yep. Just going to pop the top of that thing and just chug a little bit of it. Okay. I might as well start getting drunk or high just to come into this lab to deal with y'all.
Now, here's something to remember. Those machines do not have any more than human strength.
Actually, that's not correct.
Normally, they don't have any more than human strength. They can overdrive, but it's a temporary situation and can burn them out. The musculature is no stronger than organic muscles. It's backed up by hydraulics, but that's about it.
That part is true, but to put it in a more accurate analogy, their organic systems would make them about as strong as they appear, maybe a little bit better because they're designer muscles. But with the help of those hydraulics, their strength tops out at probably the peak efficiency of any human possible. It's shy of being superhuman, but it is the peak of human potential. Think Batman.
Think Captain America, actually.
I would
just
put him
over
actually
here.
a step beyond.
I'm just over here slowly working my way through that bottle.
In any case, yes, they can overdrive to become stronger than humans, but normally they're just walking around as strong as any human could be.
In other words, they're not going to rip your heads off, even if they wanted to.
No, but they could break your arm quite easily.
Oh, would you
Or
shut
twist your
up?
neck.
You're causing her to go through our alcohol stash. You know that, right?
Oh.
To
You
be
would
Trying to
like
fair,
explain it better.
You would like something to drink for Christmas, wouldn't you?
She hasn't found my greed shit.
not yet.
Oh, that stuff will knock you on your ass.
Good.
And see
I might need
things.
it.
It's a
Who-
hallucinogen also.
Who exactly made that drink? I forget.
Bill the Troll.
Oh, right.
Look, I mostly just came by to see how Calypso's doing.
I don't think we've done anything with Calypso lately. I think she's mostly been hanging out with you.
Mm,
Calypso is at this
Strange.
moment probably just beached somewhere in the lab.
probably. I'm gonna walk over to Jennifer and kind of find us somewhere to sit and just sit and watch her work a little bit.
The mech itself looks kind of like an Ed 209, only more properly designed. It doesn't have those ridiculous half jackdaw legs. It has actual chicken legs.
Okay.
It also lacks manipulator arms. Instead, it looks like the design incorporates a pair of miniguns. A pair of miniguns that don't quite look like normal miniguns.
Except there's another, interestingly enough, there's another copy of that minigun, and it's been physically built.
Yeah, it's nearby.
It's sitting near Dimitri's section of the room.
So, question for you. How come, you keep saying that we are in the pinnacle of technology right here,
Mm-hmm.
and you're designing all of these oh so lovely toys that I quite frankly want to drive and blow shit up with. But how are we going to take this to the surface with us?
Well, the machine gun will be carried by that machine over there. The mech will actually build on the surface. This is just the design phase.
If we're lucky, the replicant will
Oh.
actually be able to walk through the portal on its own power.
Mm-hmm.
I'll need to talk to Castle about that, though.
Right. Okay.
By the way,
Well-
he kind of looks over at Asuka, is like, does she know about the Entenal?
That half-completed project?
It's actually no. The third one's not done at this stage. The first two are done and enchanted.
She'll
I
still call it
remember
a
that from my
half-completed project until it's actually
Sure.
finished.
Okay. I see where you're going with it. Okay.
What the hell is a sentinel?
Have you seen The Matrix yet?
Not yet.
He wanted me to design a robot from that movie.
Hold
I
on.
did.
I
Hold
can
on.
bring one in here if it's okay.
No,
It's not-
no, before you do. Hold on. I'm gonna take a tablet. Gonna start doing an internet search. Because you know what? You guys go through so much pop culture, I still have to learn it all.
All
So?
right, I'm going to show you the picture you'll find. Because this is the first picture I found when I typed it in. The picture you find. These guys. Also known as squiddies.
One moment. And I'm going to down the rest of that bottle of whiskey. Look. Look what you made me do. I feel warm now.
You're the one reacting badly to technology.
I am
That's the point.
not. I'm reacting to him.
I'm
I
not a
didn't build it. I just programmed it.
I'm not a fan of the design myself. There are probably better designs we can use for that.
Half of the damn tentacles are decorative with my programming.
Yes, and even a quarter of the tentacles would be useless with my level or Castle's level of programming. That's just way too many limbs to be useful.
Mm-hmm. Still, there is an intimidation factor, and they don't drain any energy thanks to the zero drag. In any case, these things were designed to be kind of a backup muscle if ever needed. I wouldn't recommend taking them out anywhere, though we'll take them to the surface with us when we go. I'm still working on a third one, actually, but
Everything is in threes.
it tends to be a good number.
One to prototype, one to destruct test, and one to perfect.
Something along those lines. We never got that far with the suits, though. We only made 2.
And that's only because we kept running out of time.
Yes, we dropped everything to work on Gladys's body, which I think was a good investment, all things considered.
Honestly, we should be getting back to working on suits and weaponry. Especially if Sarah will be with us.
By the way, I came up with a more pleasant appearance. You might find this appropriate. I've decided the whole... I'm not sure if the aetheryte motif would actually fit me too well, so I came up with an alternative that might be more palatable to others.
Okay.
Have you seen Star Wars yet? The newer ones.
Oh, the new ones. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah,
Have
what
you?
about them?
Do you remember that
Yeah.
fellow? Well, you understand enough about Star Wars as it is. That's the motif in general. But be surprised how many tricks the Jedi and the Sith use that can be replicated by
Could you
technology.
please get to the point?
Yes.
Fine.
That sounds good.
Let me see if I have his picture here somewhere. I was basing it off of this one. He pumps up the picture. It's like a 3D bioprint.
Oh, him. Yeah. What about him?
That'll be me. Or rather, it'll be the disguise I wear. My actual body will remain as it is. I could change myself to physically be like that and still possess my current physical characteristics, but I'd rather honestly leave this as the underlayer. It'll throw people off.
Okay. Right.
At least I won't have to perfect the German accent, though I still wish to understand it.
Please don't use a German accent with that body anymore. It creeps me out.
Yeah, I have to agree.
I make no promises, but I don't think I'll have many occasions to use it if I'm wearing that body.
Well, it's a very good disguise.
That was the idea. I was looking at how to make a plasma saber. It's a little more complicated than I envisioned, but doable.
You do know why Iteration X doesn't make many of those, right?
They explode. Plus, they don't make the ching-ching, pzzz noises.
Of course.
Which is apparently a downside. They're not coherent enough to actually smack against each other. Plasma would just fly through plasma. Anyways, that said, it's an idea. I'll need to actually form a connection with Calypso before that can happen, and I won't be able to do that for a little while. I'm still picking up the nuances of psychic links.
Oh, and by the way, Sarah, I'm definitely going to want you to test the mech once we've got it built.
Oh, really?
I'm good at driving cars. I've never really had a hand at driving mechs before.
Well, I guess there's a first time for everything.
You, on the other hand, have handled military equipment before.
Yeah, not robot battle suits, but,
The
Robot
controls
battle
are
suits, jeeps.
similar to armored personnel carrier controls. Twin sticks.
oh, you mean, oh. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, because some of them actually drive like cars. But no, I get you now. Yeah. Okay,
Oh.
cool. This will be
And
fun.
does she know about the chips yet?
Look, I'm out of whiskey. Can it wait?
Not really.
Uh,
It's rather
Okay,
important.
let's see. The chips are basically designed to hide you.
And to protect your mind.
No psychic intrusions for you. Or any of us, really.
It does. Oh, you meant it. Okay, I thought you were telling me. It's like I don't have an active connection to these things. It's a static shield.
That's what I
You don't
meant.
have to worry about me. Or anyone else. Hell, you especially not have to worry about me.
The good thing is, we've designed the chips, Castle and me, so that they can be upgraded to a neural link for power armor later on.
Or for a telepathic connection over a long distance, which again would only be surface thoughts. We're not envisioning anything more invasive. None of us need that much information about the other.
Think of it as a radio connection you never need to recharge. And can pass through a metal detector without being detected.
Plus, it lets you transmit images as well as sounds. You could literally show us whatever you're seeing.
that could be dangerous.
It could be very useful, too. It's very difficult for anyone else to listen in on this.
That was mostly a joke.
I imagine you can see its usefulness in, say, infiltration or squad level tactics.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
It's it will be a non-invasive procedure when we get to it.
That's a relative term, but yes.
Well,
Am I going to need to go get more whiskey?
no.
It's...
Okay.
Basically, it'll get installed and then it's done. No need to crack bones, no need to do a nerve interface. Once it's in there, it's done.
I understand.
And it sits there unless we need to pull it out for maintenance or something.
Fortunately, I designed the hatch so that only the user can actually activate it or open it.
To be fair, if the person were in a lab or anything else, and the people in the lab already knew about it or had reason to look for it, there is still the chance they could find it and open it manually. For example, I could totally do it if one of you were passed out and I had to immediately yank it out for some reason.
The chip is also modular for future upgrades.
Good.
Such as the psychic link I had mentioned. Right now, that's not a possibility, but give it a little time.
The neural interface is also something that will be forthcoming. Imagine being able to target your rifle without actually looking down the sights. Having a constant heads-up display in your eyes that only you can see.
We used to have that in a suit.
Yes, but in this case, it would be actual brain information rather than just displayed in a holographic heads-up display inside the helmet.
We'll see.
Regardless. Okay, so...
I kind of want to do a thing. Can I do a thing? Out of character.
What are you doing?
I'm going to say there's like a kitchen somewhere that we have access to for getting food.
Yeah,
Or
there's easily a kitchen.
But sometimes you want to cook the stuff yourself.
This is not going to end well, is it?
There's a little dinging noise next door. Ah, pizza's ready. And before he doesn't make any move to go for it, and a couple seconds later you hear because it's not totally silent yet.
What the hell is that noise?
That would be this thing very carefully floating in and carrying the pizza in front of it. The tentacles are completely, they're not like coiling aggressively or anything. The tentacles are literally just like lightly spooling out behind it. It's very graceful. It looks like it's swimming in the air.
It also has,
this thing looks like it's...
It also has ducted fans rather than an invisible method of propulsion.
Yeah. Though it still should not function. You know, that still should not be flying the way it is.
So...
To get those to fly, we actually had to use, well, what we would used to have called deviant abilities. A null gravity field.
No, actually.
A null gravity field around the unit itself, and then the ducted fans for actual propulsion.
Shame on you. That was not deviant. That was mine. That's simply an anti-gravity gyro.
How about, simply because I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, I'm going to call it the quantum wiggle drive.
I'm oddly okay with this.
Yes. So it has a quantum wiggle drive.
Save that for, I was thinking about saving that sort of a name for, you know, teleportation, but...
No, that's the,
Considering how I'm going to build the damn thing, I'd say it's an Iconian gateway.
I still prefer Stargates.
Oh, no, call it a poof box.
Really? You...
Please, no. Have some consideration. We're scientists. If we're going to be nerds, we can be nerds.
I'm not. So, and you did this to me, holding up the empty bottle of whiskey. You did this. It was your fault.
A poof box.
He takes the pizza from the Sentinel and just starts eating it. It's already been neatly sliced very accurately.
You know,
there's a little tomato sauce on one of the claws.
You know, I just thought of something, Dimitri.
I'm going to grab a slice. Nom, nom, nom.
It's nice, tasty cheese pizza.
You remember the Fallout games, right?
I get the feeling I'm going to hate whatever you're about to say, but I didn't hate that entire series, so go ahead.
Mr. Handy.
Oddly enough, I've had that thought several times since I made this fellow.
Oh, I want one. I want one.
You want one of these to be your servant?
Let's make the second generation of these Mr. Handy.
Yes, I would totally get one.
I wouldn't make them identical to that, but if you want me to create a servant program other than He kind of waves a hand to this jury rigging I'm doing right now. I could easily do that. We can always make a little more utility designed version of this.
Okay, fine, but it has to have a bowler hat.
There's only one problem with this.
It doesn't have a bowler hat.
No, that's easily fixed. No, the actual problem is what you're unaware of, Sarah, is that when Asuka and I originally discussed this, part of the goal was that these would be, well, let's just say they are meant to be untraceable for good reason. They will not be tied to us. They will not act directly in any way that people would see. We're not going to roll these out where people can see them. They're not going to see them in our labs. We're going to have them as plausible deniability. For example, if there's a problem, it might vanish due to these. I hope that would never have to happen, but, well, after 6 or so months around this place, I think I can say safely it will at some point. Regardless, if we were suddenly to field a more commonly viewed version of them, such as having a Mr. Handy while these things are flying around, people might connect the dots.
I was thinking more that Mr. Handy would be handy around the lab.
I understand. But do we really want to make it obvious that we have drones in our new personas? We were known for having that in our last persona.
There's nothing wrong with having a robotic personality to help around a virtual adept's lab. Especially if we disguise the ones in the lab as R2-D2.
As long as it isn't called Tom.
I don't mind making astromechs.
No,
I prefer that to Mr. Handy.
I was more thinking having an astromech shell for any hovering versions that we have that they can tuck into when company's coming. Not that we should be having company coming to our labs. Look at how well that's gone in the past.
I don't recommend we have many people come over either, but I will say, if you see the size of these things, it wouldn't be able to fit into an R2. It would have to be in something like an R1, those behemoths.
Okay,
That's
that works.
Funny. It just stuffs itself into a little trash can and puts the lid on top.
A very large trash can, slightly larger than me. That would be exactly what it does, yes. I'm oddly okay with this.
I'm okay with the disguise being an R1 for the Mr. Handies. And of course, we can also develop actual R2 units.
It's possible.
I'm gonna point it at the squid robot and be like, you're Charlie.
These things aren't AIs, but it does notice your motion and kind of look at you. Dimitri's going to pull up one of those little tablets and just start poking for like a minute or two. I'm going to make a roll. And so help me, I don't think Tiger's going to have a problem with this. Let's see.
You look like a Charlie.
Didn't burn a willpower. Oh, I did really well. Okay.
I'm going to call you Charlie.
It like there's a rustle of static. This unit has been designated Charlie 1.
Sweet. Awesome.
She reaches into one pocket, reaches around. Aha! Comes out with a blunt.
A Sharpie.
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to do a Sharpie.
No. She comes out with a blunt.
Charlie on it.
Offers it to Sarah along with a lighter. Yeah, this will make you feel better in just a minute.
I already feel pretty good, but
Isn't that going to, he's just going to look at her.
Yes.
Like Kirby, Asuka, just like, oh, okay. Is she actually taking a hit on it?
You bet your ass she is.
Congratulations, you're not drunk anymore.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
You're high as a kite, but you ain't drunk no more.
God damn it. Alright, fine.
You'll be able to meet the fellow who made those if we go back, which we are.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lifetime customer.
Several. He supplies half the city, frankly.
Yeah, and the other half just doesn't know about him yet.
Yep, I'm happy. Very, very happy.
There we go. Better you with one of these than drunk.
That's not been drunk.
Well, for one thing, you might have thrown up considering you downed an entire bottle.
And
Possibly. Neither of us wants to clean up the mess. So, by the way, Asuka, I was thinking, damn it, I'm going to start getting used to calling you your other name now.
Jennifer.
Yes, I'll remember it eventually.
Her name is Jenny. She's Jenny. Jenny and Jeans.
I suppose I don't need to be Oswald Sigmund von Essel, though I suppose that would be a suitably distinguished name for my new appearance. Regardless.
I'm going to call you Whiskers. You're a Whiskers.
Ew. With that beard, it's entirely appropriate.
Oh, yep. Sarah dear, you missed out on his original looks.
Can we show her the picture?
Oh, please, show her the picture, show her the picture.
It's like showing someone a baby's photograph. Besides, I didn't have hair. I'd like to trust you again.
Trust me, Dimitri, that wasn't an issue.
Fine. Thumbs through the pictures. I don't have the original picture, by the way. I have this version, which isn't quite as flattering. I can find the other one on here. Give me a second. That's out of character. Oh, come on, Google image search, give me what I need.
Google out of character, yeah, it's basically Kane from Command and Conquer.
I know who
yeah, I don't think she's too familiar with. Okay.
I know who it is.
Yeah, but I found a better picture. Here you go. Way better picture, thank you. Where did you go? Better picture. There you go. There we go. There's the original picture. I still have that ring somewhere.
So yeah, that's the picture Sarah sees.
Yeah. He must have gone through a lot of shaving cream.
Actually, he was naturally bald.
Well, at least
apparently,
at least he didn't get too old, then he would have looked like a giant walking scrotum.
To be fair, there's apparently a version of me that's got a full head of red hair.
That's funny.
What, are you talking about the biblical version?
No, the version that we saw in that mirror.
Oh yes, that's right. I'm not going to that section of Deepwater ever again.
I've been tempted to, but I'm scared of what I'd find.
I want to go.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. You can't stop me.
Gladys would. I don't think she's given any of us access to that area. It's rather a need-to-know only thing. She's probably not happy I'm telling you about it, but whatever.
We're fine telling her about it, but... Ooh.
Taking her is a different matter.
Yes, there are sections of the facility nobody wants to go.
And I don't believe Gladys would let us in there unless we had unless we met the criteria for working there, which we certainly don't. I wouldn't even begin to guess at what's required to work in that department.
Give her one of these. She'll mellow out.
What?
I think that's actually worked before.
See, I know what I'm doing. I think.
You mean give Gladys a blunt?
One of Arthur's blunts did work on her once, I do believe.
It affected her physical shell, yes, but it didn't affect her core functions.
Well, nothing can affect her core functions. They're hardwired here.
He starts to say a nuclear warhead. What? Never mind.
We don't need Cthulhu armed with nuclear weapons. That would just be. Then we'd have to call up Godzilla, and maybe even.
Godzilla would wake up
What's the
and go back to sleep in annoyance.
Oh no, there goes Tokyo.
Again.
Oh, poor Tokyo. Being stomped by a guy in a rubber suit.
Asuka hears stomped by a guy in a rubber suit and just starts cracking up laughing. Like she's actually holding onto the table. She's laughing so hard.
No, I'm not getting it.
Think of German fetishes.
Wait,
not
what?
helping.
Oh, you're talking about that creepy stuff where they dress up as giants and go stomping around.
No. Rubber suits.
By the way, would you like to see what
the
this...
Gimps, yeah.
Yes.
His picture is all rubber and look at that. Oh no, it's leather.
So in other news, Sarah, would you like to see the picture that we might be working on for this one? He nods towards the body that's not fully built.
If it is that guy.
It's not a guy.
No. Those Mach 4 models are history anyways.
And besides, look at the shape on this thing. It's not even half the body mass of Arnold.
Meh.
It's barely half the body mass of one of his biceps.
Here, I'll punch up the bioscan.
Well, she's got blue hair and no boobs.
They exist, they're just not large.
The fact that you spent any time trying to justify that tells me a lot about you, sir.
That's fine.
He takes pride in his work. He is a biologist.
And apparently someone who builds fake bodies for a living now.
Like I said, a biologist.
What do you think Harvard biologists do?
I'm kidding.
They stick it to the man and the woman and the amoeba. They stick it to everybody.
Oddly, I can't argue with her right now. Oh, by the way, there is another weapon in the room.
It's only mostly built.
Yeah, it's not done yet. This is kind of what it looks like. It's a stylized rocket launcher.
Meh.
Fortunately, Zap Zap and the
Flame Chompers.
Flame Chomps have not been built yet. Not even on the design table yet.
Yeah, he just kind of looks over. He's like, honestly, Flame Chompers will probably just wind up being the buffed up grenades of some kind. And as far as Zap, we'll probably just go with a VAW that's been modified.
Oh, speaking of which, we probably ought to get Sarah checked out on the range pretty soon.
Yes,
With what?
I want to shoot things.
If nothing else, we do need to test Pow Pow.
I want to shoot stuff. That sounds
Just,
fun.
I won't be the one to has to explain to this particular project why its arsenal's been used. But go ahead.
Shh. Look, I think it'll be okay, alright? She'll be more jealous of my boobs than anything else.
Sadly, that's possible. I doubt she'll care.
Let's do it now. I'm feeling good.
I don't think we should be operating the range with a untested minigun with someone who's high. And frankly, I don't have the strength to operate it.
Are you fucking out
Requires
of your mind?
tremendous.
No, listen, man. I'm telling you, half the fucking half the fucking army was high on their minds during the 6 Day War. Well, no, not actually.
I
We're at
don't.
the start.
I'm just saying you need to be very strong to wield that. I don't think any of us are that strong.
Are you kidding? I did my best to make sure that the recoil is vented in side to side rather than just backwards.
So I saw the specs for it.
Besides, it should be tested in a machine rest first.
There is
Shoot
also a
all
limit
the
on ammo.
things. Besides,
Oh, that's right. We do need to test that ammo.
We haven't made that ammo.
Oh, we're going to have to build a batch and test it.
We designed it. We haven't built any. There might be some regular 0.5 or 50 cal lying around, but I don't really want to.
Actually, I think
We
Pow
get
Pow's
involved in
supposed
that
to be
tonight.
set for 45 caliber.
I think we altered that to be 50 cal to make it simpler. Because there are stats for 50 cals.
Regardless, we
I could
still
be
need to test that ammunition as soon as we build it.
Dimitri just kind of looks up, and there's this picture of a 40K Space Marine on his desk. And he's just kind of looking at it longingly.
Dimitri, you know there's an entire locker full of that armor here, right?
And I can't wear any of it.
And you wouldn't be able to anyways. We don't have any black carapaces. At least not in your tiny size.
I could probably design a black carapace before long.
Yes, but those armors are from real Space Marines. Which means they're a minimum of 7 feet tall and have extra organs, as well as being 5 feet tall, 5 foot long across the shoulders.
I'll admit that's slightly beyond me at the moment.
No. We should totally make this a thing because we can totally make it a thing.
Actually, the technology to make Space Marines is well beyond the two of us.
Make it happen.
I am a geneticist. I would be the one you'd want to talk to about it, but I will say I'm not at that point yet.
Remember when I told you that anything is possible out in the deep Umbra?
Wrong picture. This is Dimitri right now.
Sarah?
Yes.
Remember when I told you that anything is possible in the deep Umbra?
I think.
Well, we didn't have to make Space Marines. We just found them.
Right.
In any case.
By the way, if you'd like to help us more than just a tester for weapons and equipment, let us know. If you've got any relevant skills, we'd be happy to put them to work.
I still think she should be looking at some of the training manuals while we have the time down here. Gladys is hard up enough for personnel. She'd probably be willing to give her access to the training manuals.
Trying to do all the things.
You already meet most of the criteria to join the New World Order. Except for the fact you wouldn't actually be joining them, you'd just be copying off of their notes. But it would give you something to work with. No, you're not well suited to become my particular convention or Asuka's here. And I'm not quite sure, given your lack of familiarity with most modern technology, I'm not quite sure you'd be well suited to join castles, as Asuka is right now. That doesn't leave many options, especially since you don't seem well inclined to the mystical aspects either. I'm sorry, I should have waited for the whole thing to wear off first.
Sleepy time.
Oh dear. I'll get to the bed.
Yes, I'm going to keep working on this.
All right, I'll see you in a bit. She goes to scoop up Sarah and get her back to her room.
I got this. Yep. Nope. Thank God you're here.
And then this guy charges through the wall for no apparent reason. Wait, what?
No Slime Marbo. That is Slime Marbo. No. Oh!
We're not doing that.
If we did that, I would have to name this episode just A.
Yes.
All right. I think unless there are any objections, this is where we're going to end it.
Yeah, probably a good place.
All right. Thank you, players, for playing. We didn't have any watchers, so thank you, future watchers, for watching. This has been another episode
and I'm really,
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just going to say, this is probably going to be normal, so get the liquor.
Thank you for watching another episode of Hong Kong House of Cards, and we will see you next time where we run further out of booze. Bye.